Good morning, everybody. Good to be with you this beautiful Friday morning. Those of you who've been waiting for some good warm weather, I think we're going to have it this weekend. They say it will get in the high 80s today. It's supposed to be close to 90 all weekend, and then on Monday and Tuesday we're going to approach 100 degrees. And I think that if I've heard correctly, we probably aren't going to have any moisture with that either. So it's going to be some beautiful days. Let's get out and enjoy it, but make sure you're careful. Keep yourself hydrated because it's going to be plenty warm. Let me talk to you a little bit about our broadband fiber that's been going on. I had the opportunity to participate with the state task force on Wednesday. Heard some really good information, and it's amazing to me. I'm tickled to see the state looking at this in the direction they are. By the end of this summer, we should be able to have some good recommendations for the governor to make sure that these kinds of services are available throughout this state. A couple of facts that were talked about Wednesday that I thought might be interesting to some of you. There are 220 cities in the state of Idaho. 60% of those cities have a population of less than 5,000, and 80%, I take that back, 60% have a population less than 1,000, and 80% have a population less than 5,000. Some of the real rural areas are really having some struggle with what they call the middle mile, trying to get the fiber to their community. And that's one of the things that's going to definitely be talked about, how we can do that. But we also had our Broadband Fiber Community Forum last night. Several folks came, and we had the opportunity to hear from Ammon again on how the Ammon model works. We had Entry Point there, FiberCom, Direct Communications, True Fiber, and CenturyLink were there to talk to us about what they're doing. Now, one of the things that we learned last night is that within the next 3 years, we should have fiber to all of our community. So that's actually, as I've looked what's going on in the state, that's probably, we're probably ahead of the game with most people. And so we're excited about what's happening in our community. And we're also still learning some things that we can do to maybe speed that up a little bit and to help make sure that happens right. But it's good to see those things happening. Tonight will be our second Movies in the Park. It's going to be The Kid Who Would Be King, and it's going to be sponsored by Simplot. So again, come on over a little early. That movie will start at dusk, but come on over early, enjoy the splash pad, and enjoy one another's company. We should have some pretty good weather. Last week we got a little bit of wind. Eventually we're able to have the movie, but tonight, if things go as it says it's going to on our forecast, we should have a beautiful evening to enjoy one another's company. Idaho Central Credit Union is going to sponsor a block party today at their Chubbuck branch. So come on over and participate with that. That's going to be from 11 until 6 o'clock. They'll have some food and music, but they also have mentioned that if you happen to have some sensitive documents that you need to have shredded, again, from 11 until 6, they'll be able to shred those documents for you. So that's another thing that you can do as you come over and enjoy company with one another. We can also take some of those documents and get them shredded. I've talked to you several times about our SASA program, and that's a special U.S. attorney. We're going to have that meeting here with the partnership here at the Chubbuck City Hall this coming Monday at 1:30. We're in the process now of trying to hire a new special U.S. attorney. Brian Wheat got another opportunity and has gone another way, and so that's probably the bulk of the meeting, going to be kind of an update on how that's going, but as well as updating us on the work that's being done by that group. If you haven't heard more about it and you'd like to know more, come in and talk to me about it. I've talked several times about this SASA program, but it really is taking some bad players off of our streets, and I'm grateful to be part of that partnership. But again, that partnership will meet here in our community this coming Monday. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is about our police and fire folks. I want to put a shout out to them and who they are. You know that there's been a lot said about police and fire in the news over the last little while, particularly with some negotiations with our neighboring city. I just wanted to say with our folks how happy I am with them and the work that they're doing, and not taking anything away from any other agency in our area. I believe that the Chubbuck Police and Fire are second to none. We have got very quality people who truly care about our community and are doing a great work. I'm grateful for the relationship that I have with them. I'm grateful for the work that they accomplish, and they really do go above and beyond. And I want to say thank you to each of them. I'm grateful for their work, and we expect great things from them, and I think in turn they can expect us to treat them correctly, and we try really hard to do that. So again, thank you for that kind of work. And thank you to this community for the things that we see happening. It's been a wonderful summer. Good things are happening, and as we continue to work with one another, we can see some great things happen in this community over the next little while. I might just tell you that as I've watched the interchange, this new interchange that's taken place over there in the Siphon area, they are ahead of schedule. I hope within the next week or two I can tell you a little bit more about when they hope to have that open, but it looks to me like we will be open at least by October, and from what I'm seeing going on up there, it could happen before then. So what a blessing that's going to be when that's a functioning interchange. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.